Hi everyone, if you like meal preps, make sure to stay tuned and subscribe below because we have a lot more meal preps coming your way. Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. Today you're going to be doing a 21-day fix healthy meal prep. We're going to be having a protein-packed breakfast, a salmon salad lunch, a salmon dinner, and then we're also going to be having a 1 or 2 cup of healthy snacks. So with the 21-day fix program, you have to figure out how many calories that will be your goal for the day. And then once you have that figured out, you know how many containers you're allowed to have. So for myself, for my program, I'm going to be having 2 containers of vegetables per day. So 1 container of vegetables is 1 cup. So that's 2 cups of vegetables a day. 2 cups of fruit a day. 2 containers of protein. Each of these are 3/4 of a cup, so 1.5 cups protein a day. 1 of these containers of carbs is 1/2 cup, so I get to have 2, so 1 cup of carbs a day. 1/3 cup of healthy fats. 2 tablespoons of seeds or dressings. And then 1 teaspoon of nut or almond butter, those types of things. So we're gonna get started by preheating the oven to 400. I'll be taking you through most of this video, and then my husband John is gonna be assisting me with at least one of the items. He's the best cook in the house. I got 2.5 pounds of salmon. We're gonna be doing 1 cup of salmon a day, which is about 8 ounces. So I'm gonna be using this spray to spray down the pan that I'll be using to cook the salmon in. I'm going to be spraying this down with the extra virgin olive oil spray. It's supposed to be 0 calories for a 4-second spray, whatever that means. Then we're going to be doing just the teeniest bit of salt and pepper. Now I'll be going to the oven. All right, next we have to steam the 3 heads of broccoli, but since I don't know how to steam broccoli, I've never done it before, I'm gonna have my husband John give us a couple pointers on how to do that. All right, sous chef John, explain to me how we take care of the broccoli and steam it, since I don't know how to do it.
You just put the water in here.
Uh-huh.
You just fill it down 2 or 3 inches, maybe a little bit more. Nah, 2 or 3 inches is good. And you just turn it on high. You put this piece in.
So like 1 head of broccoli?
Yeah, or how much is gonna fit in there. You cut it up, put it in there, put the lid on, and then it'll steam. And you probably wanna steam it for like, maybe like 7 or 8 minutes. You wanna take it out like, you know, probably at that 7-minute mark and test it. Because you don't want it to get, you don't want to steam it for too long because then it'll just turn into mush, and you don't want to steam it for not enough time because then it'll just be like hard as a rock, just like it's a raw vegetable. So that's all there is to it. It's very simple, very simple.
Okay.
Very simple.
Put that on high. All right, next we're gonna be making some wild rice. Now, if you can find one that doesn't have any spices added, that'd probably be best just to make sure that you can keep the sodium content down. You can add your own spices without salt. But this is what I found for today that I'm gonna be using. So it calls for 1 3/4 cups of water. So I'm gonna be adding that in. Then you just pour the contents of the rice inside. So now we're going to be bringing that to a boil. right, broccoli appears to be done. Everything is fork tender. Hot. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and set up the protein-packed breakfast. So when I was first planning out this breakfast, I was planning for an oatmeal breakfast with bananas. And when I was telling John, my husband, about the plan for the day of what I was gonna have for this meal prep, he said, where's the protein for breakfast? So he came up with the idea of adding the protein powder to what we're gonna be doing for the oatmeal. All right, now tell us about the protein for protein-packed oatmeal.
You're just gonna put a scoop of this in there, and this is gonna add 25 grams of protein to your oatmeal in the morning.
And why do you like that protein?
I just like the flavor. This is Dutch apple pie.
Mm-hmm.
And it tastes great with oatmeal. It just tastes like, basically like like an apple pie.
Okay.
Which is pretty good. At least I like it. So you can use whatever protein you want. If you have one that you like, particular brand, it'll work well. Maybe be careful with how you're heating it up, because some certain proteins don't really work that well when you're heating them up. This one seems to be fine, so you just do trial and error and see how it goes.
That's the plan. All right, we're
Good
gonna
luck.
try it out. And so we're gonna be having 1/2 cup of dry oats for the oatmeal, which we're gonna be setting along. Then we're gonna be doing 1 scoop of this Dutch apple pie from this Emery Light protein powder, which is my husband's. I'm borrowing it for the week. And then from there, you can either add a cup of banana to the oatmeal for the morning, or you can save it for like a mid-morning snack in between breakfast and lunch. So for myself, I'm probably gonna be adding the banana directly to the oatmeal, but I'll keep it out now just for the purpose of the meal prep, so you know that you have the option of either adding it in or saving it for later. And you can also freeze the banana. All right, so we're adding 1 cup of water for our oatmeal, and we'll turn on high, and let that boil. All right, so that's boiling. So we're gonna put the oatmeal and the protein and the bananas in, and turn it to medium. We'll do that for about 5 minutes. Want to make sure that we're drinking enough water throughout the day. So I have this pitcher, which I usually like to fill up throughout the day, and my goal is to drink this much. And to make it taste a little bit better, we're going to do a lemon lime water for this week. So I'll be doing probably about half of a lemon and half of a lime sliced up, put in there with the water, and then I'm gonna let it soak overnight, so tomorrow I will start drinking it and eating the food, for tomorrow being Monday for me. So that is my whole day's worth of water for tomorrow. Rice is done. Now we're gonna put together the salmon salad lunch. We're first going to start by putting together the dressing. We're going to be having 2 tablespoons of the balsamic vinaigrette dressing, and they're gonna be adding in 1 teaspoon of this flaxseed meal. Next, we're gonna be putting 1 cup of spinach in each of the lunch containers. We're gonna be adding a 1/2 cup of these fresh strawberries. We're gonna be slicing them up. We will be adding 1/3 cup of avocado for each day for lunch, but the only thing is that for the avocado, I usually try to slice it the day of so it's nice and fresh and doesn't go brown. And they're gonna be adding 1/3 cup of the salmon that we already made that's cooling a little bit to the lunch portion. For dinner, we'll be having the 2/3 cup of the salmon, 1 cup of broccoli, and 1/2 cup of rice. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep those now. Then lastly, we're gonna take 1/2 cup of frozen strawberries for an after dinner snack. All right, so we've got 1 cup of spinach for lunch and then 1 cup of broccoli for dinner. We've got 1 cup of banana in the morning, either with our oatmeal or as a mid-morning snack between breakfast and lunch. We've got 1/2 cup of strawberries for lunch with our salad, and then 1/2 cup of frozen strawberries after dinner as a nice snack. For the 1.5 cups of protein, we've got a scoop of protein powder with our breakfast and our oatmeal. We've got the 1/3 cup of salmon for lunch in our salmon salad, and we've got 2/3 cup of salmon with our dinner. For carbs, we're allowed to have 1 cup. We've got 1/2 cup of oatmeal of the dry oats for breakfast, and then we have 1/2 cup of the wild rice for dinner. For healthy fats, we're gonna have 1/3 cup of the avocado for lunch. We've got 2 tablespoons of the balsamic dressing for lunch. And then we have 1 teaspoon of the flaxseed that will also be on our salad for lunch. And that's everything for today. If you like this video, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And stay tuned because we are gonna be having more meal prep videos for 21 Day Fix. So until next time.